Hey there everybody, this is Spiraling Helix. Welcome back to the finale of Metroid Prime. Last time we defeated Meta Ridley, collected every single last of the missile tanks and anything else we missed. And then we collected that was the episode before last, but we brought all the artifacts to the artifact temple here in the Talonova world, and now we are ready to head into the Impact Crater. And I recommend you save at your gunship if you haven't done so yet, or you know what, you just don't have to. If you're low on power bombs, I recommend it. But without further ado, let's enter the glowing ring. Impact Crater. And like magic, we have teleported into the Impact Crater. If you want to return, just simply step into the center of that ring there. We have a save point here as well. This is the final save point in the game, so make sure you save. I didn't mean to, so no thank you, because I saved at my gunship. But let's make our way onwards through this interesting place with some interesting music. And our Phazon suit didn't last for long, as this is a whole new level of radiation now. Like 86% greater than Phazon. No point, like we're gonna get hurt even worse than Phazon there. However, we have these new creatures scuttling about. These are Lumigeks. Weird little gecko type things. They're a bit like the parasites from the very beginning of the game. However, they won't actively go after you. They're not harmful at all, really. Just like, oh hey, there's a Lumigek. But don't forget to scan them, as it is the last creature in the game that isn't a boss. So, in this room, by the way, you might not see it, but there's a fission Metroid or two following me right now. And they do spawn out of those weird glowing things. And when they grab onto you, just lay a power bomb. I highly recommend you kill every fission Metroid in here with a power bomb, as that stops them from splitting up, and then it's half the amount of Metroids. In here we also have a missile station if you need it. I don't need it though. Highly recommend, if you are missing any missiles, take that missile station. You can die. Please die, please die. Oh, he didn't die. Oh well, we won't be using power bombs against the final boss. They're not a very effective method, so any Metroid in here can happily taste the power of my bombs. Anyway though, once we've made our way to the top of this room, also, I've had a lot of struggles platforming up there. We have this room with some spider ball tracks of all things, but who needs spider ball tracks? As you can see, that quickly accelerates the damage you take. But with that, there's the final boss, guys. That creepy looking face thing, like it's got two eyes and a mouth and a nose. That's not actually the eyes like the face of the boss, so I don't know why it's laid out like that, but that is the point of no return also. Sorry guys, should have mentioned that. So that's the actual face of the thing there, those two glowing red eyes. Chase it! Chase it down, Samus! Down into the depths of the crater. This is the Metroid Prime! You guys didn't just think that the name of this game came from nowhere, did you? Of course, this is the Metroid Prime, the final boss. Now, it is weak to 4 different weapons, but only one at a time. take a guess at which weapon it's weak to now. It will change colours according to the different weapons. I highly recommend you use all of your supers during this boss, but time them well so that doesn't happen. It's only weak in that face, and the whole rest of it is completely reflective. Like, you'll hurt yourself sometimes. Hurting it enough though will stun it and cause it to lash out. In this room you want to head to the back. Also in this room you will only be facing off against the wave beam and the power beam variants. And just do a lot of damage there. Make sure you stop using your constant supers like that once it is stunned. As we make our way deeper though, it'll now start using the ice beam against us, or ice abilities against us. And we also have these trenches in the middle of the room. It's also launching these attacks. I highly recommend you shoot these things out of the air, but I'm not going to shoot that one there because I want to show off what it does. So it just explodes in your face. However, or at the very least, if you get hit by the laser, you're not going to be able to shoot for quite a while. Anyway, let that charge by you by sneaking into a trench with the morph ball. You're going to change now into the wave beam. Now, of course, it does have status effects like any abilities, like so the wave powers will make your HUD disappear. The ice beam, like when it uses its ice, it will freeze you, much like the others did. And plasma is just strong, I guess, when it eventually uses that. And there's the ice. And we've got loads of new attacks already in this second area. Now this one's a bit delayed, but it does do it. That's just because you freeze it when you use your super. Down into yet another of these sub-chambers, as they are called by, if you look at the map. And now it'll, whoa, okay, so hold back when it's doing this, or transfer it to the morph ball? I don't know. Oh wow, okay, so that's how you're meant to do it. Transfer into the morph ball and then boost away from it. However, the other method, also I just don't use supers on this because the plasma beam's so strong as it is. See, like, gone that quickly. But the way I've done it is like, wait till I get really close to take a hit and then just run. Also, if you're precise and quick, you can get one last shot off before that. Also, I think you actually need to aim with the ice spreader. And that's how I usually like to do it. Get the super off and then aim at those orbs. And now the wave beam. Maybe you don't take damage from the reflections. Go! Electric laser thing! Anyway, oh wait, you're charging again? I thought we'd be going down another floor. Maybe after this one. Anyway, we're going pretty good with this boss battle. I wouldn't say it's the hardest, but it uses everything in our arsenal to take it down. That's down another floor, isn't it? Yes, it is. And I think this is a great time. Actually, no. I'll save it for a little bit. So, let's take care of this one. Now, yes, so it'll start psyching you out with what, and so sometimes it'll charge without you stunning it. It'll also keep switching between. Wow, really? Really? That's never happened before, but it also starts switching out without getting stunned as well. What? And I thought you were wave. I guess you're ice? No, you are wave. What? I guess it uses attacks from different things as well. Not sure. Oh well. It still gets stunned after a certain amount of hits. So every time it changes, that doesn't reduce the counter of damage that you do to it. So like, if I like hold this down and then it switches quickly before I take it out. I'm doing this for the sake of demonstration at this point. Just hurt me. What are you doing? Oh, it actually swipes if you get too close. please actually change, because I want to show this off. Please. Please. Oh, don't freeze me though. Don't need to be frozen. Oh, come on. Play nice. Change your attacks, please. Also, it makes weird sounds when it reflects off. How many of these are you gonna launch? Wow. Anyway. So, I've mentioned this before. Sorry for being quiet there. I mentioned this before in terms of the data logs, but the pirate data entries also talk about... Oh, I thought you were charging there. There we go. So the pirate data entries also talk about the Metroid Prime in the original American release, or NTSC version I should say. And they were doing experiments on it, hence why it has the ability to block most of our weapons at a time. However, that went very badly. Everything's going badly! Ah! Oh well, like, we've taken barely any damage. I'm not worried about losing. Because those orbs it keeps firing do keep dropping health. And one more stun should do it. I think they can explode off the ground. Or not. They do get bigger over time and eventually explode without you having to shoot them. Come on, here we go. Here we go, one more. One more super missile to end it off. And with that, we have defeated the Metroid Prime. Well, maybe we have. We better check on its body, just to make sure it's dead this time. I say this time, like we fought it before. Let's head on down. You have been the lucky contestant to try out our new minigame. This is Fight Against the Metroid Prime Pure Energy version, or at least Core. You do need to scan this one again to put it in your logbook, and with that, we have the Metroid Prime Core. People tend to put Core in brackets afterwards, but the game lists it as Metroid Prime, so you have two Metroid Primes in it. This is the core of it. There's the 100% logbook though. And we can't do any bit of damage to it. However, those pillars it just destroyed do give us some missiles and health. How nice of it. So all we can do really is dodge its attacks, which is very easy, mind you. However, when it does this, a pool of Phazon will build up on the ground, and it will disappear. Now we get to use our visors. I think it's X-ray, thermal, normal. And these pools of Phazon on the ground can be manipulated by our Phazon suit to shoot Phazon into this guy. Now, although we can't see it, you can't see the attack still, so you don't technically need to be looking. However, I do think you need to in order to get it to phase between views. And this is basically just waiting on cycles, and as it does this more and more, some Metroids will start to spawn from those. And we enter hyper mode, by the way, when we're in those pools of Phazon, which is also the hardest difficulty in Metroid Prime games. Unfortunately, I'm not playing on that, so it's not too hard, but I've died before in this LP, which was pretty crazy in my opinion, because that's never happened to me before, like in a long time at the very least. Anyway though, as this guy's rolling at me, here the Metroids are coming in. Now I usually equip the Ice Beam because it's an easy freeze, however Hyper Mode destroys the Metroids in like one hit. So like I usually equip the Ice Beam because it instantly freezes them. Like, we will see Hunter Metroids and Fission Metroids as well. However, Fission Metroids can't be frozen with the Ice Beam. So, I recommend Power Bombs for that if you have any left. I have quite a few, so I'm all good in that category. And now, do you create the pool? No, you don't. Come on. And then you roll at me. Oh no, dude. Why would you do that? Okay. That happens sometimes. I don't know why. But it'll just phase between your views without doing this. Without making that pool of phazon appear. Which is very annoying. So you can die. Please don't do that again. Because that's a very mean thing to do. And you're still roaming around. Come on. Wow, those guys are agile. Anyway though, he's below it. See? Looks more... It's a bit hard to see in this view, but looks a bit feminine in my opinion. Anyway though, it is almost down. It's below half its health now. Let's just keep overloading it with the phazon energy to defeat it. If you play nice. I swear, if it moves between views again without dropping a pool. Okay, phazon, thank you. So let's... Oh wow, 2 in 1 hit. Get them out of the way. And fire! Go, 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 go! Almost there, guys. Almost there. Maybe 2 more times of that, and I think we will have done it. Also, I find it really cool how you can see the armor of, like, the previous form. It's not glowing anymore, though, unfortunately. Anyway, but I think now's a good time to pull out the map. This is the Metroid Prime lair, by the way. These are all called sub-chambers that we fought through. And the phazon infusion chamber was where we saw it in rest before we entered the room. Which goes to show it's just absorbing the phazon energy. Now, more about all of this in the later installments of the franchise. There's a lot of backstory that you don't see going on. Okay, so it looks like the fission Metroids are spawning now. But again, they're not a problem when we're in hyper mode. Also, I just realized the X-ray visor is circular. How have I never realized that before? But the health bar looks weird like that. Thermal visor doesn't look too different from normal, except triangle, I guess. Anyway, we're almost there. 1 more burst. Let's do this. Come on, you're going down. This is it, guys. I can taste it. I can taste the victory. Hopefully that's not like phazon poisoning I'm tasting though. Anyway though, come on. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You're deliberately doing that, just in spite of my victory, aren't you? Die! Here we go. Yes, this is it. Let's drop a power bomb for those Metroids. And, quick, get off me. I thought that power bomb would take care of it. Die! And with that, Metroid Prime has been defeated. Not just the boss, but the game. Got this interesting sea urchin looking thing. Crater collapse imminent. Evacuate immediately. And with that, we somehow got out of there. I don't know how. Samus must have some really good jumping abilities. But as the whole crater is exploding somehow.
The Choso's faith in Samus has been well rewarded. And now, a new star shines in the universe. The bounty hunter, Samus Aran. What future and fate await her?
We get to see her face. Look at her. Close her eyes. It's got pretty bad lighting in between shoulder pads, but as we take off from Talonfall. The credits will initiate. Thank you guys so much for watching me play through Metroid Prime. I had loads of fun. And in fact, this was originally going to be the first game I played through on my YouTube channel. I'd even recorded a few episodes before I did anything. But then it's like, no, I don't feel good about like any of this. And like being the first season, I'm like thinking, okay, so I recorded that, but it's like, it doesn't sound good, and it's like all the configurations and boring stuff. Eventually I ended up doing Mario Galaxy because I found that easier to sort out. But man, I had a lot of fun times doing this. Even if it was in hyper mode, it was totally worth it. And I think it actually turned out for the better, being on veteran, not hyper mode. As these credits go by, awesome credit theme by the way. And like half the thing, this theme in particular and a few others from the Metroid franchise. First place I heard it was in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Specifically in the Subspace Emissary, or Emissary, however you pronounce it. Like, when you're going through part of the locations in that, you get some of the Metroid music. But man, this was so much fun, apart from missing those 2 missiles. That sucked. And dying in the lava. That also sucked. But we did it. We got 100% of everything done. I feel like I showed off most of everything. The artwork, the art stuff, and the sound galleries and all of that you unlock with scans. I recommend you guys check it out yourself in your own version of the game. It's not too expensive, you can easily get it on the eShop. Or you could actually get the original on the GameCube if you still have one of those things lying around somewhere. Special thanks though, these credits didn't take long at all. Oh wait, no, it's going into Nintendo of America now. I was gonna say, what? As these blood cells, I'm assuming they are flying all around the screen. But the next one, I'm looking forward to so much, guys. I will be releasing the first of a bonus, sort of, a consistent bonus thing I'll be doing for every game, starting with this one. Will be coming out in a week or 2, maybe, I reckon. If I actually focus on editing it. Looking forward to that one. And then after that, sometime after that, don't know how long, might take a bit of a break, but I will release the next big franchise. And it's another one by Nintendo. But for getting 75% of the collectibles, you get this ending here after the credits. It's just Samus flying off into space. Nice. And with that, mission final. It's gotta be a translation thing. Percentage complete, 100%. Total time, 6 hours and 51 minutes. That's not all though. If I hit A to continue. For collecting 100% of the collectibles. Doesn't include scans though. We get this special ending. It seems that Phazon suit that was taken off us right at the end has become sentient. Anyway though, I will save my game. However, saving your game will erase your file so you can start again on a new difficulty. Don't do what I did, don't delete your file if you just want to start again on a different difficulty, because you'll lose everything, including scans, and you won't be able to play hyper mode. But now with that, for completing the game once, that does actually also unlock hyper mode difficulty if I wanted to play it. No, I don't want to play it. Oh no, what have I done? quickly, see you guys next time in the bonus video or in my next LP, guys. This has been Spiraling Helix. Bye-bye.